back to the Code Bakery. In this lesson, we're going to be talking about arrays. So, what are arrays? The formal definition of an array is a set of variables referenced by using a single variable name combined with an index number. To better explain this, I'll draw out a scenario. Let's say we have a drawer. And this drawer has 3 compartments. 1, 2, 3. In each of these compartments, there are socks that are being stored. So the socks are in each of these compartments. Now we can think of this drawer as an array. The single variable name is the whole drawer itself, and each of the index numbers are the compartments that store these socks. So we would have 3 index numbers because there are 3 compartments. And the set of variables will be the number of socks or just the socks themselves that are inside of these compartments. So knowing that, let's get into coding. Let's instantiate an array. You're going to be writing the data type that you want your array to store first. So in this case, I'll write int. It's perfectly fine that you also write boolean, maybe double, but in this case I'll write int, and then after that you're going to write the variable name of your array. So I'll just write array. After that you'll write in brackets, which basically just tell Java that, hey, this is going to be an array. And then you're going to write new int. I wrote int in this case because we wrote int up here. You're just going to write the same data type that you wrote before, and you can write 10. 10 basically just specifies the amount of compartments that our array will have. So now that we've instantiated our array, let's actually get into storing variables and getting variables from the array. So to store variables inside of the array, you're just going to write array, open bracket, the compartment in which you want to store your array, so I'll write 1 in this case, close bracket, is equal to, and you'll just write a data type of the same value that the array stores. So you can write 5. If you wrote string here, or any other type of data type, it wouldn't necessarily be right because this array is meant to store ints. So I'll write 5. And similarly, you can write array 4 is equal to 1, array 3 is equal to 2, and after you set a compartment to a variable, you can also change that compartment to another variable as well. So you can say it's 2. And so what this will look like afterwards is that our compartment 1 will be equal to 2, compartment 3 will be equal to 2, and compartment 4 will be equal to 1. Now, what if we wanted to get a value from the array? Well, we can say int x, and we have integer here because we're going to be getting an integer value back from this array, is equal to array 1. And what x will look like is x will be 2. So if we were to print this out, system.out.print line x, then this would return 2. And we get 2 here. Now, what would happen if we just didn't instantiate anything inside of this array and we just printed it out? Let's say we have system.out.line array 1, and we printed that out. Then it would give 0. So inside of Java, when you first instantiate an integer array, all the values, all the compartments are going to be set to 0 automatically. But For any other data type, it's going to be null. This is a special exception just for integer arrays. Another important thing that we need to talk about is zero indexing. Now, what is zero index? So basically, zero index just means that for every single array inside of Java, your array compartments will start at the number 0. So in this case, we have an array that has 10 compartments. The compartment numbers will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And similarly, if we had an array that had size 5, then we would have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'd have 5 compartments here with numbers that start at 0. If we think back to a few lessons before, we remember that we learned for loops. So we can actually iterate through the array that we instantiated by doing this. Since arrays are indexing start at 0, we do k is equal to 0, and then we do k is less than array.length, and then we do k++, and then we can do system.out.line array. Okay. Now if we run that, then we're going to get 10 values of 0. Now let's review what we learned in this lesson. The syntax for making an array looks like this. You're going to write your data type that you want your array to store, the variable name of the array, brackets is equal to new, the same data type that you wrote before, brackets, and the number of compartments that your array will have. Secondly, your arrays are always 0 indexed, meaning that compartment numbers start at 0. If you have an array with 5 compartments, then the compartment numbers will look like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And lastly, your integer arrays have values of 0 automatically set to each compartment, whereas other data types will have values of null for each compartment instead. If you guys are looking to learn how to code apps, games, and websites for free, then make sure to subscribe and sign up at thecodebakery.herokuapp.com. That's going to be it for today's lesson. Hope to see you guys next week.